Heilige Shabbos, the Kavod, Yom Yerushalayim in 3 days, the Kavod Shabbos in 1, the Kavod Shavuos in 9. A lot going on. Donnie's on, Amnon is on. Really, just the best night. And Chavra, this is the biggest Torah regarding the soul of Jerusalem, regarding the halachos, regarding the kutei tfilos, the whole thing. Tfil b'shem kol Yisrael for Pesach Reuven ben Yosef Asara Bracha bas Yehudis Miriam Dodi bas Chani Ocheved Yonah bas Basa Shir bas Basa Sinai Reuven ben Mani and every neshama in Klal Yisrael. In your kindness and mercy, grant us that we should draw close to the true tzaddikim and see the radiant light of their faces, so as to save our soul from the thorns and pits of evil desires, depression, laziness, and their offshoots. By seeing the radiant faces of the true tzaddikim and drawing close to them, our souls will be saved from these bad traits. With your loving help, we'll be able to overcome and remove all material lusts from ourselves. We'll have no desire for anything in the world besides you, and our longing and yearning will and desire will be focused only on you and your service, Be'ezrat Hashem. Chavra halacha l'maisa. We're continuing with laws of blessing and continuing with the laws regarding Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo, when to say it, and Amen. And we're on Chelek 2 of Siman Vav. When a person recites a blessing, his mouth should be free of saliva. Guys, this is l'maisa. Free of saliva, a clean mouth. And he should not have anything else in his mouth. As it states in Tehillim Chavra, my mouth shall be filled with your praise. Right? It says here in the footnote, there should be nothing in the mouth other than the praise. See below in another section regarding one who began to eat and drink and then remember that he did not recite a blessing. Chavra, Bezrat Hashem will get there one day. But if you have the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, which I know Donnie does 100%, if you have 50:10, the whole thing. Chavra, Soul J, this is the biggest one in the world. This is the biggest one in the world. What is God doing all the time? That's the question we need to be asking ourselves. God is praying. God is praying. When we are learning, we can know, right? When we are praying, we can reach an even higher level. How? Because we can hear God praying, right? We know that God prays all the time. Now, what does this mean? How can you know if you are a little bit on the level to hear God pray? Cover, this is the biggest question, the biggest answer. How can we be at that level? How can we know? When we're davening for somebody else. If I pray for myself, it's my prayer. If I pray for somebody else, then I'm reaching the level that I'm praying God's prayers. Imagine if someone is sick, chas v'shalom. What does God do? God prays to let them be well. And if I am on a level of praying for somebody else, that means that at that moment, I'm the level of hearing God's prayers. I don't know exactly what this all means, but these words, says Rav Shlomo, to hear the words like God is praying, it really cleanses the soul. It cleanses our souls. Sometimes you hear good music and you're not sure who or what it is, but you know it sounds good. Everybody knows that Rabbi Nachman says like this. What is the whole creation about? It's all about one thing, learning and praying. That's all there is. That's all there is to do. That's all there is to it. So Bereshis, in the beginning, God created heaven and earth. And if you really want to complete the creation of heaven and earth, you have to know the secret of learning how to pray. But do we know what the holiness of Yerushalayim is? Yerushalayim is where God prays. Now, Chavra, I just want to share a story that has to do with this very much so, with Rav David of Lvov. So, the son of Rav David of Lvov was very sick. and people gathered in the shul to pray for his son. And when the child recovered and they came to share the good news to the Rebbe, to Rav David of Lulav, they found him crying, mamash bawling, tears streaming down the face. So they asked the Rebbe, "Why are you crying? We thought you would be happy. Your son is healthy now." And the Rebbe responded, "Of course I am. But people assembled to pray because it was my child. Would they have made the same effort if it had been for somebody else's child? All children are dear and deserve to be prayed for." Chaver Bezrat Hashem, we should know that we're all connected. We all have a chelik elokam imam mamish. We're all God's children. We're all in the circle together. We're all in this together. Therefore, we always have to be looking out for each other. We have to be praying for each other, crying for each other, yearning for each other, being happy with each other, and praying with each other. Right? I was just a little snippet, just a little star footnote. I was texting Rav Yair, and either I told him that I would pray for him or he would pray for me. I forget which way it was. And he responded, "Praying with you." Praying with you is the deepest, Chavra. We're praying with each other all the time. All the time. All right, Chavra, Bezrat Hashem. Questions, comments, please feel free. Strong story, Rav David of Lulav. Mamish, every single yid needs to be praying with. You need to be praying with. Got to figure out a different way to say it. Gewalt. If it's indescribable, Baruch Hashem, that's the highest level. Chaver, we should all be healthy, happy, and successful. It's great to see Donnie. It's great to see Amnon. Chaver, we should have a great night, and we should have a great Shabbos. Yom Yerushalayim on Sunday, big day. And hopefully next week we'll continue with our Sichot Aran series, and let's fire it up. Be well.